On a crisp summer morning in Omaha, Nebraska, a young boy named Warren Edward Buffett woke up earlier than usual. At just 6 years old, he had already discovered something most adults spend their whole lives chasing: the thrill of making money work for him. That morning, he decided to sell chewing gum door to door. It wasn't glamorous, but Warren didn't care. He was hooked on the idea that effort could turn into profit. The first spark of business. By the age of 11, while other kids were spending their allowance on candy and comics, Warren made his first stock purchase. He bought 3 shares of Cities Service Preferred stock at $38 each. Nervously, he watched the price dip to $27 before crawling back to $40. He sold immediately, pocketing a small profit, only to see the stock soar to $200 later. The lesson hit him like a thunderbolt. Patience is the key. The big money comes in waiting. From newspapers to numbers. As a teenager, Warren hustled harder than anyone. He delivered 500 newspapers every morning, earning more than some teachers in his neighborhood. By the time he graduated high school at 16, he had saved $5,000, equivalent to over $60,000 today. But Warren wasn't just saving. He was reading, thinking, and learning about businesses. He once declared, "I'm going to be a millionaire by 35. People laughed. He didn't. The wisdom of Ben Graham Warren's life changed when he discovered Benjamin Graham's book, The Intelligent Investor. The philosophy of value investing, buying stocks for less than their intrinsic value, spoke to Warren like scripture. Determined to learn from the master, he enrolled at Columbia Business School, where Graham taught. Soon, Buffett was Graham's star pupil. After graduating, he even worked for Graham's firm for a modest salary, just for the privilege of learning. From Graham, Warren learned, price is what you pay, value is what you get. The birth of Berkshire Hathaway. In the early 1960s, Buffett came across a struggling textile mill called Berkshire Hathaway. It wasn't glamorous, but it was cheap, and Buffett loved cheap. He started buying shares until he owned the company. Over time, the textile business faded, but Buffett transformed Berkshire into a powerhouse holding company. He invested in businesses he understood: insurance, Geico; food, Coca-Cola; banking, American Express; and avoided things he didn't. His rule was simple: never invest in a business you can't understand. The Oracle of Omaha. As decades passed, Buffett's wealth snowballed, just as he had predicted. But he never changed. He still lived in the same modest Omaha house he bought in 1958. He drove a normal car, loved McDonald's breakfasts, and drank Coca-Cola every day. When asked about his success, Buffett often said, "I'm not the smartest, I'm just patient, and I love what I do." The greatest gift. Despite becoming one of the richest men in the world, Buffett believed money was a tool, not a trophy. In 2006, he announced he would give away more than 99% of his wealth, mainly to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and charities worldwide. He explained, "If you're in the luckiest 1% of humanity, you owe it to the rest of humanity to think about the other 99%. The legacy. Today, Warren Buffett remains a living symbol of discipline, humility, and wisdom. His life is a reminder that wealth is built slowly, with patience and principles, not through shortcuts. From a boy selling gum in Omaha to a man controlling a $700 billion empire, Warren Buffett's story isn't about money. It's about integrity, consistency, and the compounding power of time. Thank you so much for watching.